Hello there, you're watching AFL.com.au. It is day 3 at the 2017 NAB AFL Draft Combine. We're at Etihad Stadium. There's plenty of action. You can see the Yoyo Test, Cal, in the background here. It's pretty gruelling.
You're up next.
I don't think so. I think you're up before me.
Yeah.
Look, we've had a massive day here, but before, let's just recap what happened last night at about 8 o'clock. There was the goal kicking and kicking test.
Yeah, the kicking test was taken out by Connor Bellenden, Brisbane Lions Academy player. He's about 199 centimetres, so really good skills on both feet there. He was the only player to get a clear score, to get 5 points on each kick, so 30 out of 30 there for Connor Bellenden. He was the standout there. Good performance from Jack Higgins as well, who got 29 out of 30, so pretty good on both feet for both of those players there. And you like that in a prospect, don't you? You like the guys who can kick on both feet. Hunter Clark as well kicked 28 out of 30, so another guy who can use both feet. In the goal kicking test, a number of winners actually. 4 players were able to score perfect scores. Jordan Houlihan from South Australia got 30 out of 30. Angus Schumacher, Jackson Ross and Ben Miller also kicked 5 goals from 5 shots, so they were terrific there. And look, not all goal kickers or renowned goal kickers. Probably Houlihan is the main one, having kicked some goals at South Australian level this year. An exciting young medium forward who can take a leap and a big jump, but they're the main standouts last night, and it was good to see some skills on show.
Very impressive, given that they were here at 7:30 in the morning and didn't finish till about 10 o'clock at night, so a very long day. You must be very tired, Cal, but you didn't have to do any of the testing. The boys were back again, of course, today, and this morning the testing kicked off with the sprints.
The sprints, and we love a sprint, don't we?
I love it.
And the sprints are exciting for everyone here today, and look, the favourite going into the day was Jack Petrocelli, and he didn't let anyone down. He ran 2.87 seconds to clear the field and was absolutely outstanding. A little bit off his best. He obviously has run in the 2.7s before, and earlier in the year tested at 2.82, so didn't quite reach that mark, but an outstanding display there, and the sort of athleticism and pace that we see on show from him in many games this season. So not a big surprise that Jack Petrocelli took it out. We tipped him to do it, and he did. He sort of delivered under a little bit of expectation, so that was good for him to do.
No, very good performance indeed. What about the agility test this morning?
Yeah, it was Bendigo Pioneers, small defender, or small forward as well, in Kane Farrell, who really dominated that day in that event. 8.1 seconds there. Won it alongside Ben Miller, a WA taller prospect, who also scored in at 8.1 seconds in the agility test. So good performances from them. But the one we do like is the standing vertical jump, Nat.
I love that. It's actually my favourite. I managed to sneak down, and there was one person that impressed me.
Yeah, Aidan Bonner. Equalled the all-time record at the Combine in a jump of 89 centimetres, so athletically strong and powerful, Aidan Bonner. We didn't mention him before. He actually ran 2.9 seconds in the 20-metre sprint as well, so a good day for him all around. We know his story, coming off 2 ACL injuries and reconstructions there, so a little bit of question marks maybe around his body and his fitness there, but has had a really good second half of the season since he's come back, and today he was able to show that athleticism, that power, that explosiveness that makes him a prospect who might get picked in the top 25. So equalled the record of Jordan Gallucci last year at 89 centimetres, so Jordan's record's only stood for about 12 months. Aidan's now holding it with him.
Fantastic performance indeed. Now we've got the Yo-Yo Test. We'll have those results in tomorrow's Combine wrap. Do you think it's actually harder than the beep test?
Just bumping into a couple of players, they say it was actually a bit harder. So it looks a bit easy. You get a little bit of a break. You think it looks a bit easy.
Yeah, you get a 10-second break.
I haven't done
either
recovery.
Of them.
So
maybe we should get you out there.
You do get the little break, but you have to be at really high intensity, a little bit quicker. So watching them do it, we'll get to the correlation in terms of what run result compares to the beep test. We'll all have those results for you tomorrow on the AFL website. But yeah, pretty challenging test either way, I'd say.
Now, one guy that has been talked about plenty throughout the year is, of course, Cam Rayner. He's your number 1 player in the draft pool at this stage. Not the number 1 pick, but just in terms of form. And he's been so solid this year. He spoke this morning to the media, and as always, a very impressive figure.
Have you got any feel for where you'll end up?
It's kind of pretty hard. The clubs keep their cards pretty close to their chest, so you try to squeeze a little bit out of them, but they're pretty good at it. So yeah, not really sure at the moment.
How's those sort of interviews gone?
Yeah, the club's been all pretty good. It hasn't been too bad for me. I know some of the boys have been asked some pretty weird questions, but it's been pretty stress free for me. So yeah, it's been alright. I've had Brisbane, Gold Coast, Carlton, and I've got Collingwood this afternoon. So
So Cam Rayner there, still in the dark about where he's going, but obviously really, really keen to move to Brisbane if it does happen that way and he goes at pick number 1. Of course, the Lions are very open to trading that pick too, so it's very interesting.
They could trade it. I don't think they will. No one really ever trades the number 1 pick, do they? That hasn't happened since 2001, so I don't think it would happen this year. But look, they're open to offers if the right offer comes along. Maybe St Kilda want to jump in and offer 7 and 8. I don't think they will though. So look, Rayner's going to be a good pick wherever he goes. Carlton, we're waiting there at pick 3 to see what happens. North, if he got through to pick 4, they had such a crack at Dustin Martin. Why not get in the second version?
Now another potential top 10 draft pick is Jaden Stevenson. We saw him play in the under-18s All-Stars match on grand final day at the MCG and he lit it up, didn't he?
He did. He did. He was best on ground. He kicked a couple of goals. He was quick, exciting. That's what we've seen from Jaden Stevenson over 3 years now. So really good pedigree at under-18 level. It'll be interesting to see how he goes at the next level.
Yeah, it was awesome to walk out there, and although the crowd wasn't that full, there was still probably, I don't know, 5 or 10,000 by the time we finished, so it was, great. I just took it all in and had a look around. Yeah, it was good. I supported the Brisbane Lions growing up, but I trained at North Melbourne for 2 weeks and enjoyed it there, so they're probably my preference, but I'm sure they're all pretty similar anyway.
Jaden Stevenson there, and it'll be very interesting to see where he does go in the draft. November 24 up in Sydney, and Cal, the Draft Combine, it all wraps up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's come and gone pretty quickly, Nat, this week. Been a busy few days for the guys. Tomorrow, the 2 kilometre time trial will round things off.
Love that one.
Have asked a fair few of the boys what a good time in that time trial is, because we haven't had this at the Combine before. Any time under 6 minutes and 30 seconds is a really good score. So if you can break 6 minutes, you're absolutely elite. We'll wait and see if anyone can do that tomorrow. But any time under 6:30 was a good score. We'll have all the results from today, the Yo-Yo Test behind us, and the 2 kilometre time trial in tomorrow's wrap. But yeah, big final day to come.
You'd be about, 7 minutes for 2Ks
about that.
maybe?
Yeah.
Thought you were pretty elite. All right, thank you very much for joining us. We'll have all the action wrapped up tomorrow right here on afl.com.au.